Well, good morning, everyone. Today is Saturday, July the 30th, I think. So, I'm by myself today, and we had a really good week this past week. We got done with everything, and we was fighting rain. The water on a lot of the yards was laying in the yards, and we did really good to get done as much as we did. Today I'm actually, I know my eyes are not open very well. It's 7 o'clock, by the way. Anyways, my eyes seem like they're swollen shut. Maybe it's just this old saggy skin hanging down my face. I am a little elderly. Anyways, so today I snuck out of the house without Mariah. Now, she told me last night, she said, if you go to work, let me know. I'm not going to let you go to work by yourself. So I really appreciate that, Mariah, but, you know, you need a day off. Matthew wants to hang with you. Mariah is a lot busier than me with other things, family activities and all that. And she needs more time off than I do because she takes care of her elderly mother and father. She takes care of the children, and I say children, but they're all adults. But they're always got something to do with mom. They ain't nothing like mom. Y'all know that? They ain't nothing like mom. And the grandchildren, I mean, honestly, she is the thread that holds everything together, so to speak. Me, I'm just a worker drone. Go out here and make a little money, go to the house, shut my face, and rest. And that's okay. I don't mind that. By the way, I want to show y'all something here. You see what this packet is? This is my insurance for my business. I've always carried insurance. Some people may say I'm overly insured. But you know, I'd rather pay out $200-300 a month on insurance. Actually, I pay out more than that. Then something happened and all of a sudden I don't have the means to pay for it. So, you know, this is good. Out of my keeping business insurance for my 21 years, I guess it's probably averaged cost of me with the tree insurance and everything. Over the years, over 20 years, I may have paid $20,000. We'll say $20,000. Well, I've had many instances. I had somebody once mowing for me and they hit a house and busted the foundation. That could have been tens of thousands of dollars. But the insurance people, they have people on their side to make sure that you don't rip people off. And they got in there and they got it all fixed for about $1,000. And I didn't have to deal with the hassle. The same thing, I was cutting a tree one time, and the person that was helping me, they didn't do their part. And tree fell on a house, another $10,000, but I didn't have to fool with anything. My insurance took care of everything. Another time I was cutting this old dead rotten tree, and it was so rotten that before I got through it, it collapsed and twisted and fell on a garage. So now, you know, y'all might be thinking, Wesley, that's horrible. You got a bad track record. Well, you know what? That's why you carry insurance. And everybody knows these old dead rotten trees. They know the risk. That's why having a tree cut is so expensive. And fortunately, anytime I was cutting a dangerous tree, I've always made sure. I actually went in the house and told people, said, look, go out in the yard. I'm about to take this tree down. Stay out of the way. I'd rather crush a house than anybody be inside. So fortunately, we've never had anybody hurt. So that's a good thing. It's just been material things that's been able to get replaced. And that happens. And that's okay. My insurance took care of it. Their lawyers took care of it. I never had to worry about anything. The great thing about insurance, not only do they cover all the bills, but all you got to do is pick up the phone and say, take care of this. And you're completely out of it. Go to your next job. Because it happens. Anyhow, I'm headed up here to Knoxville today. Mariah's off. I took off early in the morning. I want to try to get my work done. I got to fill up all my mowers. And probably won't get much footage of me doing anything today. Y'all seem to like the weed eating videos. So I don't know if I have any weed eating videos I'm doing this morning, or if weed eating, major weed eating. But if I do, I think I'll record it. Well, my face looks all puffy, don't it? Maybe I'll try to draw this back a little bit so we're not so close. There's also some other good news for me. I finally have more than one pair of pants. I have outgrown all my clothes. And it's really strange because, I don't lay around the house and do nothing but eat. I work 5, 6, 7 days a week sometimes. But I got to tell you a story. When I went in the Army, back when I was 19, a few years ago, I weighed 175 pounds. I hit basic training at 175 pounds. For 3 months, we had basic training because our basic training was the same place where we took military police school. So for 3 solid months, it was vigorous basic training, and that wasn't workout. And I know y'all might not believe this, but the old man would literally get out and run 10 miles a day and not phase him in basic training. That's crazy, isn't it? 10 miles? How can anybody do that? Especially me. Not only did I do that, but at the end of that 3 months of basic training, now remember I went in at 175, I gained 25 pounds. The drill sergeants were shocked and awed. How in the world? But, I guess the harder I work, the bigger boy I get. But I have noticed I've lost 10 pounds. I've lost 10 pounds. Can you believe that? And I put a pair of pants on this morning, and they fit nicely, and they're not overly snug. Just 10 pounds did that. So I didn't want to buy more pants. It's either go up to another size or lose a few pounds. And I thought, man, I already got all these clothes. If I could just kind of cool down on the calories. And what I did is I bought bread that's, instead of 110 calories a slice, it's 35 calories a slice. And I like it. Some people don't like it too much, but I do. It feels like I've had a sandwich. And a lot of times, instead of putting mayonnaise and stuff on my sandwich, I just eat meat and bread, or a peanut butter sandwich or whatever. And I've been trying to make sure that I don't eat more than one when I'm out here working. And I carry protein drinks with me. And during the day, I'll drink water and have a protein drink. And that's taking some weight off me, and I feel a lot better. So I'm real glad about that. So I'm going to keep trying to see if I can go down. I'd like to get down. I'd like to get down to about 220-ish to 210, even 200, because I'm way overweight. I'm 100 pounds overweight. For my short stature, yes, I am a short man. I'm a short, wide man. I'm as big around as I am tall. That's bad, ain't it? Anyways, I gotta pull over here and get gas. I see it's $3.93 this morning. Let's come down a little bit. Alrighty. So I'll tell you all something else that I've tried doing. It may have helped my weight loss just a little bit. Is I try to pick lower calorie options. I know everybody says the Atkins things is the way to go. Well, those are meat is a very high calorie food. And I don't know what the long-term effects is just sitting around and eat meat and fats. I was born, the generation I was raised up in, especially around the 70s, they really started focusing on lowering your, that sun's getting me in the face. They really focused on lowering your meat fats intake, and I know nowadays the Atkins thing's supposed to be a big thing. And I've never had like sugar very much. I've always been kind of a meat and potatoes kind of guy. I've always eaten kind of good, I think. But what I've done is I've actually lowered my meat intake, and I try to eat more plant-based foods. In the first place, the older I get, the less I desire meat. I just not attracted to me to eat a bunch of meat. I mean, I get spells where I feel like I need to eat meat, but when I do eat meat, I try to make sure that I don't eat more than a few ounces at a time. Now, a lot of the people on your Atkins diet, they can do it right. They can eat a normal meal of meat, eggs or whatever, and cheese, and probably do okay. But you see, I've got this thing about me. I have to eat volume to fill up my stomach sack, I guess. I don't know. But what I try to do, like when I go home, I'm famished when I first go home. I'll try to eat a salad and drink a water or something before I even think about eating my food. And I think maybe that helps get me kind of over that extreme hunger kind of thing. And when the real food comes out, I'm more prone not to indulge in it as much. So that's one of the things I've done, is I've tried to move toward more plant-based foods and lower calorie foods. I don't think I tried the Atkins thing. It really don't work for me because I don't like the options. So, they always say you got to do what works for you. Well, what works for me is salads, water, before I eat my main course. Like, for instance, I could literally sit down and eat a whole pizza. I'm not talking about one of these great big pizzas. I'm talking about, maybe a little Caesar pizza. I could actually sit down and eat the whole thing by myself. But since I started drinking my pint of water and eating my salad before I eat my pizza, I say I'm satisfied at 2 slices. So, little things like that, they help me. Okay, you guys, I'll quit boring you with my talk, and I'm headed on up to Knoxville. Well, bad news. Bad news. I was using the 131 Stihl weed eater, and it quit. Full of fuel. Yeah, I used the heck out of that weed eater. I use it hard. Now this weed eater's got many hours on it. Many hours. So it definitely has paid for itself. But I'm going to tell you a secret. Something that I do, and I'm thinking it will probably fix this one too. I take the spark plug out and I spray that in there with WD-40 real heavy, and I'll pour it back out. pull the cord a few times, chances are I'll get another year out of it. Maybe longer. I have redone them like that and used them for about a year. I mean, it's true they don't run quite as strong, but you know, they're there if you need them. They're just not quite as strong, and the 131 is such a strong weed eater anyhow. And yes, if I don't get it running good, I would be going out and get me another 131 or the biggest one they got. Look, when I buy equipment, I buy big stuff. I don't like its little baby weed eaters and stuff. I want something that when I need to cut with it, it's going to cut. Anyhow, so you guys, thanks for coming along today. I'm on Alcoa Highway, or we call it around here I'll Kill You Highway, because there's so many accidents on it. And I'll talk to you later. Thanks for coming along.